Is the season for giving and receiving, and of course being gracious about all the special things. So it's good to focus on etiquette. We've got Caroline Avinger here from Protocol SC to have that discussion. Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you for having me again. It's good to be back.
The first point that you said we should consider when we're in this season is talking about etiquette. Is remember, it really is the thought that counts. That hasn't changed.
Yeah, it is the thought that counts. And you want to think about, we all go out looking for the perfect gift, and we want to spend the right amount of money and make sure that the value is there. But it's really about your affection for the person, your friendship, and your showing appreciation even. And it can be just a remembrance kind of gift. Or as we say around here, a Circe.
A Circe. I thought of you, and this made me think of you.
It made me think of you, and I want you to enjoy it and have it because you're special to me.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all you have to worry about instead of going out and shopping Fifth Avenue in New York to find
something in
gift.
this category and in this price range.
Exactly.
And that takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
The thoughtfulness goes for gifting as well. So and also regifting.
Yeah, for regifting as well. When you are thinking about regifting something, it needs to be something that perhaps you can't use, that you know the other person would enjoy. If you get a fruit cake and you're thinking, ugh, this is disgusting, let's pass it off to the next person, don't do that.
That's the bad regifting.
That's the bad regifting. For example, a couple of years ago, I gave my daughter some bath gel. And scent unsmelled, sight unseen, gave it to her. It was vile. And it wasn't something that we were going to inflict on anyone else. That's not how you regift. If you give something or you receive something that you're allergic to, a soap or a bath gel, for example, that someone else is going to enjoy, then certainly that's a perfect regift opportunity.
Great. That's the difference. You generally have to know that another person is going to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Not
just because you hate it doesn't mean someone else will, but just because you hate it, maybe somebody else will as well. So watch how you do that.
And then another thing to watch out for, you said be aware of corporate policies. What's generally appropriate?
Yeah, well, with corporate policies, the traditional mindset is the gifts flow down. So managers to subordinates. And some companies say, we don't want you giving to managers. It changes the power dynamics a little bit.
Yep.
So if your company has that policy, you want to be aware of it, but you also want to remember people. So something that's somewhat impersonal, you don't want to give things that are personal in nature, clothing, toiletry items, that sort of thing. But a food or gift card sort of thing is a perfect gift in the workplace.
It's an efficient politeness.
Exactly.
And you want to know what's typically appropriate at your work too.
Yes.
And of course, after all the presents are given and received, thank you cards are the next step. You've got some examples.
I do. So these are correspondence cards. They're just a flat card, and these are fold-over note cards. And either one is fine. These are Crane. These are sort of high-end note cards. You can make it simple. It does not have to be fancy. People tend to think, too, that a thank you note needs to be this long, sort of great American novel concept, and they need to write everything they can possibly get on the card. Really 3 to 5 sentences following the proper format. Start with dear. Don't just jump into thank you for whatever, but dear, you go back to 5th grade grammar and the friendly letter, and you write the friendly letter, and you focus on the giver and sort of their motivation for giving, their generosity, their kindness. Even if it's a gift that you think, I don't even really know what this is. It's not about the gift. It's about the sentiment behind it, and you're thanking the giver for their generosity and their kindness.
Instead of thank you for the blank. I like the blank. It was so nice of you to think of us.
Exactly.
And you go into that.
You focus on the giver, and that makes it so much easier when you're writing the thank you note because you're thanking them for being a great person and for being a kind and generous person.
And do you think in today's time where everything is instant reaction, sometimes something will come in the mail and the person will text and go, thanks for the thing, but that doesn't cover it.
No, it's a great way of letting them know I received it. Mail can be sort of iffy sometimes, so it does let them know that you've received a gift. But following it up with a thank you note is really nice. You're taking the time to express your gratitude when they have taken the time to purchase a gift, wrap the gift, send the gift. So respond in kind.
Excellent. And just because we're in modern times doesn't mean any of the old-fashioned etiquette gets thrown out the window.
Exactly. I like the old-fashioned etiquette. It's nice to get snail mail.
Yeah.
That's not a bill.
It's something actually thoughtful. And you handle all sorts of topics. You lead trainings on professionalism and communications through your consulting service, Protocol SC. We'll have that link on our website on accesscarolina.com. Caroline, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. I'll send you a thank you card.
Well, I'll send you one too for having
We'll just
me
keep
here.
them going back and forth. Thank you.
Great.